Past Liam, as you know, I have had multiple passions for as long as I can remember, at least in my adolescent life. And I have always seen everything I do as equally important. Never letting any one area of my life become more important than the other has always been a challenge. I've been told on a number of occasions, the last couple of days being no exception, that I'm doing too much and that people are worried that I'll burn out or just crash. One of my mentors, Calder Stewart, once brought up the concept of being a jack of all trades but master of none. And I saw that idea as a bit of a cop-out and as an excuse to not pursue everything that I want to pursue. And I always took it as a bit of an insult for anybody to think that I could achieve less than I want to achieve or do less than what I want to do. But I'm starting to think that maybe that's not the point. Maybe the point is not lack of achievement, but rather misplaced energy. Maybe the more directions I send my energy in actually deletes any chance of me succeeding fully in any one of those areas. Maybe it's not so much the effects that it has on me because I've always been able to mentally and physically deal with this stuff. Maybe it's the people that are affected when I can't quite reach that potential that I need to reach in each individual area. I'm thinking maybe that's why I never achieved my full potential in my education, because I was always so focused on music and comics and theater. And maybe now that's why I'm not achieving the best at everything, and I'm only achieving pretty well at most things. I do a lot, and I recognize that I'm really good at it. I just can't be good at it all, and that's becoming more true now than ever. The question is, where do I go from here? If I have to start making sacrifices, then that changes who I am and what I want to be doing and who I want to be. Yet at the same time, saying all of this, there are so many aspects of my life that I hold so dear and so close to my heart that there's no way I could ever possibly let them go before I've seen them through to the end. An example of that is my black belt. I started training in Taekwondo back in 2006. It's now 2014 and I've got my second Dan black belt. I just finished my second tip test for my third Dan black belt, which I will receive in June if all goes according to plan. The goal I set for myself for Taekwondo was I wouldn't quit Taekwondo until I achieved my fourth Dan black belt, which would make me a master, which will happen at the earliest in 2018. So that's not something I can end right away. Also, Taekwondo isn't just a sport. It's not just about being kept physically active or proving my strength. It's also about the philosophy and the lifestyle that Taekwondo allows me to live. So then what about the foreign comic stuff? Just now, in the past month, the database has gained the footing that I always wanted it to gain, and it involves more people than just me now. And the magazine itself is gaining in popularity. Our Facebook page has hundreds more likes every month. My collection itself has stagnated just because of funds and lack of it and needing to direct those funds to other places. But the work that I'm doing is still stellar, and the work that we're doing as a team is invaluable. And that can't stop now. But then what about my education and the work I'm doing at Studio Cloud 30 through Capilano University? Well, I've had that debate in my head for a long time, not just with Studio Cloud, but with education in general. I left UBC for a reason, and that was because the traditional education I was getting me nowhere in my own mind, and I trust my intuition enough to know that when I'm not comfortable someplace, there's probably a really good reason. And that's only led me to positive things so far. Doing that led me to Capilano, which led me to Studio Cloud 30, and that's been the best decision. But the fact is, I don't feel like, and I don't feel like they feel like I'm doing my best work there, and that's because I've got my mind on all of these other things that I'm doing. And it shouldn't be that way. Not in the sense that I'm wrong for having so many other things to be passionate about, but more that if I'm gonna be doing something, I need to be doing my 100% and not just kind of biding the time. And then of course there's 4 destinations, and that is here. That's this. That's all of this. Everything, my life right now, the universe that I'm creating and developing and living in is 4 destinations. And I love that. Like the Doctor with his TARDIS, it feels a part of me, and it's opened up everything. It's everything I do. It's all the people that I meet now and all the things that I love, and I see myself walking that path until I can't walk it any further. And that point hasn't come yet. So where does that put me? Well, for Taekwondo, I'm done all of the tip tests I need, so in June 2015, I will be officially testing for my 3rd degree black belt. Once that's done, it's just a matter of time and very hard training until I get the opportunity and the honor to test for my 4th degree black belt. For Foreign Comic Collector, I keep plugging away at the database, keep writing articles, keep just trying to field international phone calls, and every single day keep putting in the passion that I started putting in way back in 2010 when I started all of this. My education is a bit more complicated. My time at Studio Cloud 30 is coming to a close with the finale of the Xmas Factor singing competition on Saturday, December 20th, at which point I will take a break and enjoy my holidays and hopefully just be around family and friends and hopefully not work too hard. And after that is the second half of my practicum placement. Now, you're probably wondering what in the heck is that second half of that practicum placement, and well, I can't talk about it yet, but I do plan on announcing that as soon as I know it's confirmed. And then, 4 destinations. What happens there? Well, the plan right now is to just keep working hard and keep doing all the wonderful lessons and studio stuff we do and keep writing music and get stuff done. I will say right now that my plan is for 4 destinations to keep growing and to keep evolving and to keep doing things that I haven't done before and keep doing the things it does well the best. And with any luck, everything I got up in here will soon exist and soon be something that you and I get to share together, because I've got big plans and you're a part of them. The Liam Sturgess.